Hi, this is Bob Maxwell with MPBS, and today I'm going to talk to you about our EMI EPMG 12052. 120 means that you can hold at least 120 pounds in the hopper. This, of course, is a mixer grinder. And then the size of the head on the grinder is a 52 head. So we're going to show you some of the features and benefits of this mixer grinder. So first of all, we have our main power on-off switch. So we're going to switch that to the on position. We actually have 3 timers. On the front of the machine, we have our mixing time. So what that is how long those paddles are going to move one direction. Okay, so for example, we have it set up at 1 minute. In the back of the machine, in the control panel, we have our pause timer. What that does is that tells the system how soon the paddle goes from reverse, then it will pause, and then it will start going in forward motion. It will pause. So that's just your pause time. Okay. So if you're using a product that needs to sit or rest with the ingredients in it, you extend the pause time. If it's just a general mix like your sausage, ground meat, pasta salads, potato salads, those types of things, then you can just go ahead and set your pause timer very short, maybe 3 or 4 seconds. The back control panel, and you'll notice these are all Schneider electronics, all German electronics. We also put in a Schneider pause timer, and so right now it's set up at 10 seconds. So let's go ahead and set it up at about 3 seconds. Now what this does is this gives you your pause time between a back rotation and a forward rotation. So it just gives time for the product to rest. Then we have our total time. So this is how many times the paddle will run. So it'll run for 1 minute, one direction, pause, go back the opposite direction, pause, go back the opposite direction until our total time is done. We have our emergency button. We have our power button showing that it has power. We have our on or our start button for our mixing mode and our stop button. Then we have our button, on button for our grinder, and then our stop. So we'll go ahead and start the machine. So now there are some safety features that we want to talk about on the machine. So if the machine is running and somebody were to lift up the cage, it would automatically shut off. The other safety feature is if it's running and somebody lifts up the guard, the machine will shut off. Okay, and we have several cautions on the machine, telling you to keep your hands away, that type of thing. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start the mixer. Inside the machine, what we did is we set 2 direct drives. So typical in a mixer grinder, you're going to have a motor, a gearbox, a sprocket, and a large sprocket on the mixing shaft, and then you're going to have a chain. Okay. The reason I like to work with direct drives is it's very clean. So you don't have food that's going to build up on the sprocket, food that's going to build up inside the chain. You have lubrication that you have to constantly be doing with the chain drive. So a direct drive, you have the motor, and the gearbox and drive is all linked into one. So it's very clean. We did the same thing with the grinder. The motor is a grinder with a direct drive. Again, no sprockets, no chains, very clean, very hygienic, okay, and it's a very clean system. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're done mixing. So we'll hit stop. Now we're going to start grinding. So we're going to go ahead and hit our grinder. Okay, so now you'll see that the paddles are moving, the auger is turning forward. So now the paddles are moving the product over, down inside the auger chamber, and then the auger is taking the product out and through the plate and the knife. And this goes on until the product is totally out. Then the operator will just simply shut it.